Hey everybody, Mystic Mark here, and welcome to the Night Owl Sessions. This is our first ever live stream that we're doing, and we're really excited to be here. And first, before we get started, I just wanted to introduce our readers here with us tonight. We have Mindy, who is an angel card, a psychic. I always mess up. Angel, what are you, Mindy?
I'm a psychic medium angel card reader.
There we go. Perfect. We got Clairvoyantly Colleen, who's a medium. We got Cassandra Shaman, who is a shaman. We got Nicole, who's an intuitive reader. And we also have Heidi, who is an astrologer. We all cross paths and we all practice many different things, but those are our specialties. And that's what I feel makes us such a special group is we all have many talents and we come together to do readings for the public. So this evening's sitter, we have Ryan, who will be joining us, and she was the winner of our recent giveaway contest, and we were very, very excited to have her here. So I'm going to go ahead and let Ryan in. There we go.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Ryan?
Hi.
Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you're ready to get read. Have you ever been read before?
No.
All right, so this is going to be definitely a unique experience. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if any time throughout the reading, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm going to get into some of the, what to expect tonight. As far as validations, if any of the readers, give any information or deliver a message that you really resonate with, please feel free to validate as much as you feel comfortable. It'll give the reader an indication that they're onto something, and it'll allow us to drill deeper into it. And if we touch on anything that you don't feel comfortable talking about or something you want us to leave alone, please let us know, and we'll move right on to the next topic. So, and if you have any specific questions, please write them down, get them ready. At the end of the reading, if we don't touch on it in the reading, definitely ask them towards the end. I want to see if we can, tap in and find the answers to the questions without you even having to ask them. But in the end, if we don't touch it, by all means, definitely let us have it. So with that being said, do you have any questions before we get started?
I don't think so.
All right. So we're just gonna take a quick minute, and whoever wants to get us kicked. Oh, Heidi's ready. So Heidi's gonna get us kicked off here, and time to rock and roll.
Hi there, I'm Heidi the Astrologer. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at your astrology chart and talk about that a little bit. Have you ever had your chart read before?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger. All right. So try to think of this as a clock. Can you see how the face of this kind of looks like a clock? And what I'd like to start with is, let me get the color pencil. So I'm getting ready to draw. I'm going to mark this up a little bit. Okay, so normally on a clock, we would look at the top, right, as the most important. But what we're going to do is we're going to look to where the nine point would be right there. So, okay, so you have Capricorn as your ascendant, and Capricorn is a very practical, it's a very down-to-earth, very, can even be a little critical sign, but it's very stable, okay? So your ascendant is what we want to look at, and it's at 2 degrees right here. So this was the location of where the horizon was meeting the sky. So it's at the horizon, the eastern horizon. And what zodiac sign was there and where was it? And for you, it was the sign of Capricorn at 2 degrees, okay, or that part of the constellation. So what I want to share with you is that you do have a lot of earth in your chart, and earth is actually a very patient, very stable, it can be money-oriented element. But what you're very low on, in fact, what you have 0 of is water, which is really interesting. So like in a relationship, you actually might benefit from somebody who has a lot of water. Now, that doesn't mean that their sun sign is water. It could be that their ascendant is water or their moon is in water. So does that kind of make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. All right, excellent. So the next thing I want to go over is the, let's see here. Okay, I want to draw a little bit again. Sorry, I'm trying to get things ready for me to draw here. Okay. All right. So then we have to go to modes. Now there are 3 modes. There's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. You actually have a lot of cardinal energy, which means that you may have an idea and you may go after it. You like to initiate things. So that should like ring a bell for you. Just know that you do have that ability to do that. But because of the earth element, you're going to be very practical and maybe a little patient about how you go about those ideas. Okay. But let's talk about your planets. That's really important. So the strongest and most influential planet in your chart is Mercury right here. And it's in Virgo in your 9th house. And it's conjunct your sun. So this tells us a lot about who you are. The 9th house is about, it's about like teachers and mentors, higher education. It can also be about foreign travel, but it's also the house of like spirituality and religion. Okay. So I'm curious, like, do you like learning? Does learning come very easily to you, like especially higher education thought?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because the other thing I got from your chart is that you seem to have an innate ability with writing, like you're a good writer. Do you feel that way?
So I've heard. I don't personally think so, but
okay.
People have told me.
Okay. Well, just know that you do have this ability with the writing. But here's something I want to discuss with you today is that Virgo it's another earth sign. So there's the earth element, right? The strong earth in your chart. So Virgo's patient, it's analytical, it can get very detail oriented. This chart really goes inward and analyzes things. And the other indicator of this is that the ruler, the planet who's in charge of Capricorn, is right down here at the bottom of your chart, and it struggles in the sign of Aries. So what this tells me is that the quiet voice within you can be sometimes very like analytical of the self. And then in addition to that, it's communicating with this Jupiter here. So you're able to go to the depths of something. You're able to like dig deep and really analyze something. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You're very comfortable doing that. But what I would encourage you to do is to not do it with the self. I believe that this chart, and it's because of this Saturn down here that is with this south node, this little horseshoe, do you see this guy right here?
Yep.
That's a very like introverted inward sign that has to most likely do with like past lives. So I think it's very easy for you to go inward and analyze something. And I think in this lifetime, a big part of the path that you're working on is taking that ability to analyze something and to go deep with something and direct it outward at work. Okay. Now, I am very curious about something. Do you like gems or stones or jewelry or creating something with your hands?
I'm very crafty, but stones and gems, not so much.
Okay, that's okay.
So like hands-on crafting, yes. But like the jewelry and stuff, not so much.
Okay, all right. So the crafting is good. Creating something is very, very good because your moon and your Rahu, which is the other half of this little horseshoe down here, this is where we're going in life. This is what you need to be pointing to, and that is your work life. Do you feel, when you're at work, do you feel really good? Because you know, a Libra 10th house, this is a very artistic sign, very diplomatic, cooperative sign. Do you feel really good about yourself at work?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. And that is really what you want to be pointing toward in this lifetime, because You also have a centaur here called Chiron. And I'm going to draw him in. And it's at 16 degrees. I don't know if you are aware of this, but after looking at this chart, I really think that you have some type of ability to help people heal using your hands and using your intelligence.
Okay.
Do you do any type of healing work, for your job?
I work in a behavioral health unit. So
Okay.
essentially a psych ward.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So you're able to understand your patients very well. You can go into their psychology and see what's going on and try to understand. Would that be accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, that is wonderful. That is actually that's great. And I think that you do need to understand that you are a healer at your work. Okay, and how you communicate. The Mercury there and your midheaven here can also be about communication. Do you have a special way that you communicate with your clients or your patients?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
Like
Well,
me
I'm sure
personally,
you're that's okay. I'm sure you're really good at it, though.
Thank you.
Okay, because I just want to explain real quickly that you have some cool configurations in here that I want to just show you. Let me go back to the drawing real quickly. You have what we call a Grand Cross here. And it goes to Pluto in Sagittarius in your 12th house, to Mars here in the 8th house, and Saturn here at the bottom of your chart. Everything it just ping-ponged off has to do with either deep psychology, subconscious, or the inner self. So it just is free-flowing for you to go deep and to have that energy to help people understand their psychology, to even help people who are struggling psychologically, and to be a healer at that. But for you, what I want to point out is that you do have a tough configuration in your chart that's called a T-square, okay? And for you, it's a cardinal T-square. Usually, the apex planet is this Jupiter here, right here. But I actually think that your North Node and work has more pull. So this may sound really odd, and I hope this makes sense to you, but there is a lot of karmic work being done by you helping these individuals who are struggling psychologically. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you are on a great path. I'm really excited to hear that's what you do for a living, because that makes a lot of sense. I also want to let you know that you're in a new moon phase in your lifetime, and that is associated with emergence. So you may feel like you're initiating a new cycle in your life. You may have a strong desire for fresh experiences, and just consider that you might be a pioneer in what you're doing. You may have ideas that help these patients that other people aren't having, and be open to that, because you could really be helping them. Does that ring a bell at all?
Yes.
Okay, good. And then just a few other things. I want to just make sure that, do you feel like you struggle with some perfectionism in your life?
More than 100%.
Okay. So I really encourage you to be gentle with yourself. I strongly believe that some of this energy, this perfectionism that you have, is not just from this lifetime. It's carried over from past life experience.
Okay.
So just be aware of that. The super moon total lunar eclipse is going to be in your 12th house. Please be aware of your dreams. I imagine you have very powerful dreams. And please just be aware of that. Maybe keep a dream journal.
Okay.
At that time. Okay. And yeah, you're going to have the next 2 full moons and the next new moon, which is going to be a partial solar eclipse on June 10th. They're going to be very powerful for you. So just be aware for the next month. And this may sound really strange, but I'm just going to say it. If you travel to California, you travel abroad to say Germany or somewhere like that, just be very careful. It's in your chart potentially to have some struggles in places like that. I know that sounds weird, but I just wanted to share that. And
Okay.
then I got a card for you. I also do tarot, and I got the Two of Wands, and I just want to read it to you before I stop. It says, taking the next steps, bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, continue to move forward. So I hope that relates to you, but it's also, I wanted to let you know it's associated with Archangel Zadkiel, which is about healing the self and others. So the more that you are putting your energy toward healing others, you're actually healing yourself and letting go of that perfectionism and inner dialogue. Okay?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
All right. Great job, Heidi. Thank you very much. I always love watching you read those charts. It's like Japanese to me, but I'm glad you figured out how to master that stuff. All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll jump in.
All right, Mindy.
Hi, I'm Mindy.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
So, I feel like this reading is more about everything I need to tell you. For some reason, okay, thank you. Hi. Okay, so you have a man and a woman sitting right next to you with their arms around you. Whew. It's like they're a couple generations away from you. Were you very close to your? This man he had breathing issues when you lost him. And he's a couple generations back from you. So I want to say he's your grandfather. Is your grandfather? Yeah. Okay, thank you. He's holding a woman's hand. So your grandmother would be with him?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. He had a lot of breathing issues when he left, before he left this earth, before he went. You don't know?
Not related to his passing, no.
Okay. So maybe he's just showing me that for some reason. So I'm not sure. So he's coming through. He wrote me a little something, and he was seeing that he died before his time, and he wants you to live your life to the fullest. So he wrote that I love you and I'll continue to look after you from the other side. He's saying that everything is colorful. I don't know if that means something to you, right? And he's like, and everything is the way it should be, and it's all about love. And I felt like a lot of your reading was all about love too. And he's saying that you're really dependable. You're a dependable person, and you're really protective. And he thinks that you're funny. You're a funny person.
Oh boy.
Do you think you're funny?
No.
Okay, well, he's funny, so I'm just sharing that. And he's like this. He's like, you have a good heart. So I guess he's the talker. Your grandmother's not saying so much. Was she quiet? Was she a quiet person?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. He's like hanging out here. They've been waiting around. So, the more I connected, they're telling me that music is a very big thing for you.
Okay.
And they're saying that the music, you need to open your heart and listen to the words that are coming to you in your music. Okay. Listen to the messages and the lyrics that you're receiving. Do you ever get those? All of a sudden you're like, oh, that sounds familiar, or there's a reason why I'm hearing this song.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So the changes that you're going through right now are for your highest good. So your angels want you to just welcome the new that's coming to you. You have a lot going on. They want you to meditate. They're saying you don't meditate. Okay. Yeah. You're like, what's that?
No, I don't.
I don't do that. Yeah. You have to meditate. It's about just sitting quietly, go outside, take 5 minutes a day. We can send you some meditations after this and just forward it to you. But they're telling me that you're going to get a lot of your guidance from the meditations and just continue to listen to it, and and listen to what they're saying, and just trust it. I pulled a lot of cards on you, actually. So it's
boy.
also really, yeah, I'll show you it all as I go. And it's really also important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear. Okay. So when you give energy to something positive, positive things are going to happen for you. Okay. So stay positive. I pulled also, I kept seeing purple, 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 purple. And what that means to me is Archangel Zadkiel is around you. And he like transmutes all negative energy. Okay. And he wants you to just look past your fears, and he's the keeper of the violet flame. Okay. Okay. Do you know about him? Are you familiar with him? Okay. Does purple resonate for you? Because you're looking like, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So he just wants you to continue to ask for him and put you in that purple light to just clear your negativity. Okay. So if there's anything that we talk about going forward, just let me know if I should stop or, okay. Thank you. I'm also hearing that you need to declutter where you live. I don't know if you have a couple of areas that that have too much going on in there. So I'm just hearing, I'm telling you what I hear. One of your spirit guides also is called White Eagle. I pulled that for you. And he's pretty popular among mediums in general. You can call on him to clear your space. Okay. And he brings your ancestors to you so that you know that they're happy and they're well. And I'm hearing like clear, ground, surround, protect, like just ground yourself. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but continue to put yourself in white light, and it's going to help just protect your energy from a lot of the negativity that's been around you recently. Okay. They're saying that you're also really creative as well. I got writing too, but we're going to talk about that. So they're saying you're really creative and it's time to write or paint. Books are very important to you. Do you read a lot? Are you a book person? Okay. Thank you. Okay. It's funny because I was hearing that. I was hearing crystals, all that good stuff, very connected to them as well, as Heidi was saying. So they're saying that there's something that you're looking to do. Okay. They're telling me that there's some huge project, and I don't know what it is, but I kept hearing, and I pulled a card and they were like, yes, it's time to jump. There's your answer. You had a question? You have a question? Okay. So stop hoping that it's going to be okay. We don't hope for things. You need to just be positive. Say, thank you, angels, for putting me on the right path. Assume that everything is happening for you the way that it should. And thank you, angels, for showing me what I need to know, and know that it's going to happen. You need to just be confident that your angels are with you. Okay. They don't step in unless you ask them for help. So you need to ask them for help. Okay. You can't just assume. They don't just jump in there. You need to tell them what you need. Okay. All right. So in a past life, I pulled a card for you, and you were an angel too. Did you know that? Do you feel that? You didn't feel that?
Wow.
Yeah. So you have a lot of angelic energy around you. I thought that was so cool. You help guide and heal people, and your loved ones. And you're really connected to angels. That's what it's kind of like. I see all this light around you. It's incredible. You need to ask them to bring memories to you when you sleep, and then they'll release as you go. They'll release those memories as they feel like you're comfortable enough to handle what's coming in. Okay. I'm also hearing that you need to ask Archangel Michael while you're sleeping, I almost feel like, to protect you, for courage, for strength and protection. Now he's going to guide you while you sleep. So continue to ask him to just be with you and guide you, cut those cords and release people that don't serve you. There's some people in your life that you just don't need. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. I also pulled a finance card, and this is from your past life. Um, what that is, they're saying that you might have a couple of struggles, maybe with the money. With that, it comes from past lifetimes. You go up and down now. Money's energy. So you have good intentions to use it, and more is going to come to you. It's kind of like the law of attraction. So just, keep that in mind. They're saying also that you're a natural counselor. Okay,
Oh,
which
boy.
which kind of goes along with what you do, I guess, for work. So that you heal and you motivate people. Okay. You heal people through your writing as well. You should be writing. So make sure that you have that pen and paper. They're saying it's part of your life's purpose. I pulled that. They were also saying that, that you do healing. It's just an energy thing. And I feel like a lot of it is through your words, and they mention children.
Oh boy.
Okay. So I don't know how many children you're around, but it's part of your life's purpose. So it's down the road for you, I'm sure. So, as that happens, you need to ask Archangel Gabrielle to help you deliver, healing and empowering messages through your words. So she's going to help you just enjoy it more and enjoy your writing more. So don't be so lazy. Okay. Step it up a little bit. Sorry.
Okay.
So I also got a victory card for you, which I'll find for you. And that card is, you got it. Like Sandalphon, he delivered your prayers. You're asking for things. That your prayers are being answered. So just keep them positive. Whatever it is that you're looking to do, it's going to happen for you. So it's a really good idea. They're letting you know. Okay. I don't know what it is, but it's a really good idea. So I hope you can tell us what it is later. So they are saying that you're on the right path, and they're saying that you're really spiritual too. And there's a lot of healing energy, as I said before, with children as a part of your destiny. And they're showing me purple crystals. Okay. So I'm seeing like amethyst, I want to say, but they're showing me purple crystals. Do you have purple crystals? Okay, so I feel like you need to go get some, because maybe a bracelet, okay, something like that. So you're also getting a lot of downloads while you're sleeping. Okay, I don't know if you ever wake up and you're like, oh, I just don't remember or what it is, but you're getting all kinds of there. I feel like, are you seeing flickering lights, or you're hearing sounds, things of that sort?
Sometimes.
Okay. It's kind of all a part of it. It's kind of like you're coming into your own. You're definitely, you're a light worker. You're psychic. You have that ability. You just you don't focus on it, and you don't try to grow it necessarily, but you have that gift. So try to be confident about it. They're like encouraging you to wake up. Okay. So to like shine your light and just do it. Once again, your hard work is all going to pay off. So just know that the time is now. They're saying go for it. I keep hearing go for it, go for it. Keep your intentions positive so that your outcome will be positive. They're saying it's okay to make long-term plans. You're going to have a lot of money coming down the road.
Hope so.
Oh yeah, because your finances aren't right now. You got some time for that. Don't give up. I keep hearing, don't give up, don't give up. Don't give up. Continue to believe in yourself. Don't focus on worst case scenarios. You kind of do that sometimes. You really need to continue to just be positive, because what you put out, you get back. Even if, I don't know about, I want to say, I don't know if this man is in your life right now or he's coming into your life. But just, it's, be open to trusting him. Okay. There's a couple of issues that they feel like there's some trust issues there, and we're live. So I'm just going to be like, just be open-minded, ask the angels for that guidance. The bottom line is You have a really bright future. You have the ability to manifest it. Ask them for it. You don't get what you don't ask for. And it's okay to share your dreams with other people that are in your life. Okay, you have lots of good things going. But with that, I'm sure I'll be back later. But I wish you luck, light and love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, that finance stuff. Very kind of crazy.
All right. Thank you, Mindy. That was awesome. Is there somebody who would like to go next? Let's see here.
I can go, Mark. I'll give it a
Alright.
shot. Hi, Ryan. I'm Nicole. I'm an intuitive messenger, so I read a little bit differently than everybody else. It's not like spirit comes in and sits in the room with me, and I don't usually pull in like past loved ones kind of a thing. But what I get is more in the sense of messages. So, for example, I'm just going to give this to you really quick because I know that you said that you do like to read. You know, when you're reading and you get like images in your head and you think things and it just takes you in a direction. That's kind of how I get my stuff. And all evening I've been getting a few things for you. So I figure I'll just shoot them out and you can let me know if anything resonates with you. But I feel like it's something that you need to hear. So very first, when you first signed on, I got the image of cinder blocks and a pathway being laid. So it can mean one of two things. Either you're actually laying bricks in your backyard or blocks of stone, or in your life, all these different things are being placed for your future. So whether it's with regard to love's being worked on, work is being worked on, all friendships are being worked on, all these different facets, what's happening right now is almost like a transition is what I'm feeling, and everything is going to be laid for your future. But I will say that the image that I got with it being cinder blocks is a good indication that it's a sound foundation. So you're in a really good place with regard to like all the different little aspects of your life. They will be coming together to build something beautiful in the future. And I just wanted to deliver that to you. I also got the words tough break whispered into my ear. So I don't know if something was a tough break that happened recently, whether it was a breakup or something just didn't go according to plan. But I feel like something just shook you just a little bit. And it's not to say that it went in a bad direction. It was just something that made you stumble a little bit and made you sit back and think. It's just being recognized that it's a step that it had to be taken in order to get you into where you're going to be. So even though that something did not necessarily go in the way that you had originally anticipated or you originally planned, this little shake, this little break had to happen in order for you to catapult forward to where you're going in the future. So I don't know in what regards that is to you, but it probably has some significance to you. I'm also getting something with regard to I don't know if it's a younger sibling or if it's a friend who's younger than you, but it's somebody who is very close to you. It feels like a masculine energy. Do you have a brother that's younger? Or
yeah, I have two younger brothers and one older brother.
Okay, so I'm feeling it has to do with one of the younger brothers, because originally I did get a younger sibling, but it's the one that you want to calm down. It's almost as if one is a little bit not what you would consider on the right path necessarily. And it's not even that he's not on the right path, but it's not how you would do things. It's not how you would act. It's not how you would go forward with what's happening. So with regard to that, I know that you feel that you want him to calm down and you calm down and do things the way that they're supposed to, quote unquote, be, but there is no way that things are supposed to be. So it's just kind of interesting that we all have like our own thoughts and visions of how we anticipate getting to where we need to be, but his is totally different from you. He definitely beats to his own drum, and I almost feel as if it's like worry in the back of your mind. Is this something that is going on in your life? You are giggling.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So I just want to tell you that it's where he needs to be right now. He will find his own way. It won't be as short as the path that you took to get to where you are now. However, on his journey, he has to live these things in order to get there because he's learning. Okay, so don't worry about him. He will be okay. And I don't know in which regard, which brother they're talking about, but it's the one that needs to calm down was definitely the message. So I guess you have to tell him that too. I did get another image for you, which was kind of interesting. Again, it could go in two ways, and I'm pretty sure you are not a gymnast, but I saw you on a balance beam. So you were not a gymnast, right?
Dance, but not gymnast, no.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I think it means because I didn't think you were a gymnast, but I see you on a balance beam. And it's like you're walking forward, but you're swaying and you're like teeter-tottering, going back and forth. And the message behind it is almost as if, and it's funny you say dance because I got it in that way. You have to focus on where you're going, kind of like spotting when you do turns in dance. You have to focus on where you're going because there are going to be outside influences that are going to knock you off kilter. And I feel like right now that is actually happening to you, although you're super sound and your feet are firmly planted on the direction you want to be. People are trying to knock you off, not necessarily that they're doing it on purpose, but it's almost as if sometimes somebody will say or do something and inadvertently you'll be like, wait a second. And you're like falling off the course a little bit. So your feet are planted, envision that spot, keep moving forward because you are going to get there. Don't let yourself be distracted by others was the message that I got for that. So just be cautious of that because like I said, little things that they might do, whether it's saying or motions or I don't know, just random stuff. Don't let that stray you from the course you're going on. Just step back and do you. Those are my messages that I had for you. I hope something resonated and helped you.
Yes, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. All right. I guess I'll go next. Let's see here. All right. All right, Ryan. So first, I like to start before I get into all the information I'm picking up. I just wanted to let you know that you are a life path 3. Are you familiar with life paths? No. So everybody in this world has a life path number that's attached to them. And it's basically like a simpler way of doing astrology. It's numerology. So it's similar, but not quite as complicated. And just to give you a quick overview, a life path 3 is the communicator. So you're the type of person where you communicate very easily with others. Whenever there's like a breakdown in communication with other people, it could be very tough for you. It could cause a lot of like anxiety or frustration. But when you're in relationships that are loving and kind, it's very, very beneficial for you, like a back and forth kind of thing. And also you're very creative. So if you're not being creative, it can lash out in different ways in your life. So it's important for you to find many creative outlets to kind of get that energy out. It's very important. So I would research life path 3. There's much more to it, but that's what your life path is. So you should definitely get to know it better.
Okay.
I also pulled dates out, and I'm getting the date, and this could be a date someone was born. It could also be the date someone passed. So I would just write it down. It might not make sense immediately, but it could down the road. May of 1976, May of 76. So I know it's kind of hard sometimes to pull it out as far as what the meaning is, but it might come to you down the road. I'm getting the feeling it's more of like a birthday, but
Okay.
let me know later on. And
okay.
So one of the first things I was pulling for you is, are you into theater, or did you perform theater? Or I just heard Nicole, talk to you about dance. So that could probably be
no theater.
Yeah, I was seeing curtains. Basically, I was seeing curtains on a stage. And if you were doing like competitive dance or dancing out in front of people, I would imagine that was probably why I was seeing the curtains.
Yes.
But going back to the creativity, they're telling you that that's one of the ways that you got your creative energy out when you're younger. And maybe you should think about getting back into it. Maybe, every once, I know it's kind of hard to do like high school dance stuff, but get out there and dance more. I think your guys and your angels are just trying to encourage you to get out there and be creative, whether it's with your mind or your body. Just find something to be creative with. Also, are you into you're into animals? I'm seeing nature. I'm pulling Archangel Ariel for you.
Yes.
Are you into lions in particular?
No.
Okay, because Archangel Ariel means lioness of God, and she is the archangel of all nature. So they're just identifying that there is a connection with you in nature, whether it be plants, animals, anything of the such. So I would certainly continue to work with those, as they can make you very happy and give you some positive vibes in your life. Definitely keep your eye out. When you see lions in particular, just take that as a sign. Someone's sending you a sign, because a lioness also represents a lot of strength with the divine feminine. Because don't be fooled, the lionesses are the ones that keep the lion pack going. They're the ones that do all the hunting. So that tells me a lot about you, and you're a person who gets shit done. Like, you're not scared to roll your sleeves up and really dig in deep. Which
Not at all.
Yeah, and there's a lot of financial. So you have a lot of financial abundance in many ways. You might not be making the money that you want to make right now, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. They're showing me that you're a very hard worker. Like, you just know how to keep your head down and get stuff done. But they're pointing out that right now your relationship with money needs to evolve. Whatever money you're getting, you're holding on to for dear life. And they're saying that you need to start doing like stuff to make you happy with it, right? You got to take a vacation.
Okay.
You got to go out, do more fun things with that money, because you can't just, be scared of losing it, right? You want to do great things with it so you're happy, right? You don't have to just save it all. So they're telling you to let your hair down and go out and have some fun with your money, and you can continue to save, but enjoy it, because you can't take it with you. All right.
Okay.
So that's definitely important. And they're also, I'm being told that you're going to burn yourself out at some point too. So going back to like the vacation thing, they want you to go take a trip. They want you to have some fun, because you're pushing yourself pretty hard, and it'd be good for you to get a break here and there. Life's not all about working. You got to have fun too. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely take some rest, because I'm seeing you sleeping a lot too. Like, so when you're not working, do you sleep a lot? Do you just like have a lot of lazy Sundays and you're kind of chilling with Netflix and all that stuff? Yeah. They're showing me you definitely sleeping, and I could see some of you staring at you, like wondering when the hell you're gonna wake up. So have some more fun, and maybe you'll sleep just a little bit less.
Okay.
Oh, and also I'm being told there's some kind of forgiveness that you need to release some anger. There's somebody that did something to you that wasn't so nice. Maybe when you're a kid, it could be a friend, a family member, somebody pissed you off, and they're basically saying forgiveness and compassion is needed right now. So it might not be immediately available in your mind, but just write it down and it'll make sense later. But there's somebody that you need to forgive, because if you hold on to that anger for too long, it'll start to wear you down. It's one of those energies that can start deteriorating on you. You just want to get rid of it, get closure, and pass it off. Let's see what else we got here.
I don't know who that could be.
Yeah, well, I got a few people like that, I'm sure. Let's see here. All right, so there was something that Heidi was talking about earlier that I'd just like to validate here. And I don't know if she was saying this before the reading started, or she might have said it right as it was starting, but I remember specifically hearing the words "blast from the past." So there's a card here I have. It's the 6 of Cups, and that's one of the major meanings from it. So there's some relationships from your past that you're reconnecting with. And the first thing that immediately came to my mind was like a high school reunion of sorts. Are you getting ready to go to a high school reunion? I know COVID kind of messes all that stuff up, but is that something that's like coming in your near future?
Not quite.
How many years
Not
away?
yet.
A couple years away?
3?
Okay, so you have a little bit of time. But they're showing me a blast from the past. So that might be a little far out, too far out, but there might be a friend or somebody that you know, but you haven't seen in a while. It could even be a family member that kind of went off the grid. Now they're coming back. So just keep your eye out for that. It's going to be a good thing. It's not going to be a bad thing. So just keep your head up for that one. Let's see here. Oh, and I'm also seeing a photo of you riding a horse. Is there some kind of picture or a memory you have riding a horse? I almost feel like there's somebody showing it to me, like a grandparent or somebody showing. I just kind of see you like with the hat, the helmet on, and you're sitting on like a horse.
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Well, scratch that one. All right. And another thing I was getting a mail. So the number 28 popped up in my mind. So it gives me the impression he probably passed around that time of his life. But I'm getting a younger male, and it was seeming like a friend or a cousin figure. And I see that this person passed obviously young at 28, but it was tragic. Like it would have been like a drug overdose or a car accident or something along those lines. Does that ring any bells?
No.
Okay, because whoever this person is, he's telling me that you were really kind to him. You were really nice to him. He might not have been the most popular guy in school, probably didn't have a lot of friends, but he specifically just wants to thank you for being friendly with him, being nice to him. So it could have been someone you knew from school, or I don't know if you would call it.
It's someone my age, not 28.
Someone you're.
I do have a friend that did pass away tragically, but within the last year, and he's my age.
Oh, how old are you?
24.
Okay, all right. So that could potentially be him. I just had 28 was one of the numbers I was trying to associate it with. So if it's that person, this person is coming forward. This younger male is coming forward and just thanking you for the kindness. And would he pass away in a car accident?
No.
Okay.
Drug related.
Oh, drug. Okay, so it was still tragic, very sudden, but yeah. So he's okay now. You don't have to worry about him. He's definitely, he's in a better place and certainly understands. I think the worst part about it is, especially when someone dies of a drug overdose, they realize the pain that they cause other people it's really hard, especially those that are close to him. So I think that's probably the hardest part for him now, is seeing all the people suffer because of his loss and how he went. But he's okay, and now he's guiding people in his own way on the other side.
Okay.
And would his name happen to be Kevin?
No.
Okay. All right, cross that one out. All right, and last thing right here is, so this goes along with the Archangel Ariel that I was seeing. And this is something, just keep your eye out in the future. Rainbows. I'm seeing rainbows being shown to you as signs. So there could be, grandparents or people who are close to you that are trying to get your attention and give you motivation or support when you least expect it. Just know when you look up and you see a random rainbow and it puts a smile on your face, just know it's one of your relatives that are reaching out and just trying to support you.
Okay.
All right. That's what I got for now. I'll probably come back again in the end, but I want to give someone else a chance to go. So thank you very much, Ryan.
Thank you.
Hi, Ryan. I'm Colleen.
Bye.
Okay, so I have a lot for you. Bear with me because there's a little bit of a lag. So if I repeat myself, it's just because I didn't hear your message, okay? Okay. So I have a couple loved ones here, and then their messages are very clear. Do you have more people in the room with you?
One.
Okay, because I can feel their energy and they get a little nervous every time somebody new comes on. So who is this person to you?
Significant other.
Okay, thank you, because I keep picking up on his energy, and I'm like, oh my God. So I am going to talk about your relationship, so it's totally up to you. It's all good things. Yeah, it's all great things. So your grandmother comes in, and she tells me she's from your mother's side. So did your grandmother from your mother's side pass away?
Yes.
Okay, so she comes in and she gives you a big kiss on your cheek, and my cheeks lit up because she's like blushing. She's like, that's her boyfriend, that's her love. And I'm like, what? Like, who's there? There's nobody there, right? So she's saying, talk about the relationship, all good things. You have many paths, right? You can go on, it's all free will. You can do this or that, but she gives lots of love to this relationship, and she just says, go for it. So I don't know at what point you are in this relationship, but the main message that your grandmother is giving you is live a little, go for it, enjoy it, okay? Because I feel like you really don't do that often. She was telling me about past relationships, and she just makes me feel like they weren't so, you know how it goes. They weren't, what they need to be. It's hard for me to say it, okay? Because I know we're live and I'm trying to be aware, but so she comes in and she just says, go for it. What are you waiting for? Have fun. Very happy for you, very loving. She takes me to your mom. Is your mom still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if your mom's having health issues right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. She's bringing them up, and I just got confirmation. She's bringing them up, and she's telling her to take care of it. Do you know anything about her eyes? If she's having vision problems, or if she needs glasses or something?
Yes.
Okay, please just tell her to take care of it. As moms, we tend to take care of everybody else. She has kids. I get it. I have a bunch of my own. But she's telling you to just remind her, Mom, get this checked. Let's handle this. You can help her, because they're like, Ryan is so scientific. You're so scientific, they're telling me. They're like, tell her to stop playing and coming in here right now. You're used to science and reading and all of this very knowledgeable stuff, and this is a new realm for you. So they're so excited. They're like, this is where you need to be. You were meant to win this reading. Out of all the people, you were the one that won it, right? So at the end of the day, you need to know you are where you're meant to be, okay? Okay, so they want you to take this, and I'm not saying you're gonna be sitting there meditating all day and lighting up stage, but they're telling you it would be a nice welcome if you decided to do this, because it's gonna connect you, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, there's a lag, so I'm hearing different things. Yes, so grandma comes in, she's so happy about the relationship. So then I got grandpa. Is your grandfather passed away?
Yes.
Okay, now this would be from your mom's side too.
Yes.
Okay, grandpa comes in and he was telling me that you're the dancer. I don't know what kind of dance, but he kept telling me, and like you were spinning like a ballerina. So this is important. He was just spinning you and spinning you and spinning you. And he was like coming in and he's just giving you so much love. It's very important that you know that, like, he makes me feel like you're the love of his life. I think you're the only girl in this family.
Was for a long time.
There you go. Thank you for validating, because he's like, she's my love, like she's my love. And he just gives you lots of loves and rainbows too. So I don't know if you're going outside after a rainstorm and you're looking at the rainbows. It's really not in your nature, but they're telling you to do this because you'll see him. Yes, because these are the messages from your loved ones. I know they sound silly, but once you open up to this world, it's like, it kind of hits you in the heart and you're like, okay, grandpa, I got your message, or grandma. It's very beautiful once you open up and you're not so scientific. Do you know somebody that's into Harry Potter?
I don't think so.
Somebody's reading Harry Potter's books and they have a wand. So I don't know if this is when you were kids, if this was just popular. I have no clue, but they're taking me to this person. Also, you're going to have a friendship come back into your life. It's a female from middle school. I don't know if you just got reacquainted, but they're telling me somebody's coming back into your life, okay? But your grandfather's giving me these messages and I'm telling you, he's showing me Harry Potter. Write this down. Unless he's calling this magic, and this is not something you would be familiar with, but write it down and you'll validate me later, watch, because it's a weird message. He's just saying it's like magic and it's different, and somebody has a wand and they're just playing around, like they're messing around. It's like a joke. I think he's teasing us. I think your grandpa's teasing us. That's what it is. He's like saying like, this is hocus pocus. Oh my God, that's the message. So he's teasing us, but he comes in very happy and he's just saying like, are you asking about your future? See, I know your man's in there, so I don't know how far we can go, but are you like seeking, like, you know, you're getting older. I mean, you're still young, but they're telling me about the future, okay? And they're saying in time, you're so young, just be young, be free, be independent, have your fun. They're telling you to like live this life, but don't be so worried about the future because they're going to take care of you. They're helping you. Your grandfather guides you 110%. Okay. He's like, I have her. She'll be fine, especially when it comes to money and career.
Okay.
Okay. So your grandfather says that you are saving up your money and they're telling me you're good with money, but they're telling you to live a little with it, right? They're telling you to enjoy it. I don't know if other people have already told you this, but they're like, just enjoy it, live a little, treat yourself. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. Okay.
I'm very hard on myself.
You don't need to be. So when I was talking to your grandma, she was telling me today is going to bring you a lot of confidence. You need to earn that confidence, like for yourself. Like it's there, but you need to like bring it up. Because, as women, we go through all these things, but she's like, look how beautiful she is. Tell her, where's her confidence? Let's go. So stop being so hard on yourself, girl. You got the man, you got the life, you got the dog. Let's go. Like, she's like, come on, you're fine. You have the money. Stop this, okay?
Okay.
But again, she comes in very loving. She's speaking in my ear, telling me random little things. But okay, let me go back. I have a bunch of notes, so let me read through them. And if I'm talking too fast, slow me down. But I've been waiting. My energy's been building, and I can feel it. So I'm just trying to say everything. Okay, So they were telling me that you're holding back emotions, and I don't know if this is particular about your relationship. I don't know if the I love you has come out yet or if it's going to be, but it's basically like it could be past or this relationship, but it's like something's deep buried within, and I don't need to get into detail because we have viewers and stuff, but they're just saying it's okay to work on yourself, your inner self, okay? Like if you want to journal, you want to put on music, you want to scream, fight, you just want to work through those emotions, then do them. Because I feel like you would just probably internalize it and just be like, whatever, I got other things to do. Okay.
Yes.
And they're telling you, don't do that. It's not good for your health. You're going to put up too much stress on your shoulders, okay? So just scream it out, cry it out, put on some music, whatever it is. It could be big or small, who cares? Like they want you just to work through them and not house them in your body anymore.
Okay.
I see your heart and it's like blooming because I felt it like boom, boom, boom. So I know who's ever in that room, you care for them very much. Okay. I can feel it, and he's the same way, but I feel it so strongly. And this is all good things because these messages are coming from your loved ones and they just want the best for you. So this is something that they are approving. Not that you need approval, but you know what I'm saying. They're happy for you, okay? Okay, so I got a couple more and I'll let somebody else go because I know other people want to go. Mom, okay, so I had a male figure and he's telling me he's an uncle. So this can be an uncle to your mom, you, your dad. He just comes in very briefly and he's talking about owning land. This can be like generations up. So just write this down because you are younger. And the way he comes in, he's telling you the message that he's giving is for you to get outside more. He wants you to go on walks. He wants you to enjoy your scenery. I don't know where you're at, but he's just telling me like that he was good with farming and growing plants. And he's telling you to get outside and be with nature more, okay? It's important for your mental health because you work in a building all day and you're around all of this chaotic energy and you're good at pushing it out, but some days you're bringing that home, right? And they're telling you, no, it's not good for you. So being outdoors, yeah, nobody likes, well, I don't like bugs, but nobody likes bugs. They don't want to sit outside when it's too hot, but at the end of the day, you're laughing at my bugs. At the end of the day, I'm scared of them, but they're telling you just to get outside and enjoy the weather. It's very important. Let the sun hit you, just feel the energy. And again, I know you're scientific. I know you're more into that, but this is, again, opening you up into a whole new realm. And it's a beautiful thing, okay? Because every time you sit outside and you're one with nature, they're coming closer to you. And don't be scared, like, because I know Mindy said, your grandma and your grandpa are sitting there, and you went like, what? You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be scared because all of this is in love and light. See, people think that other people that can connect, it's something spooky or voodoo. It's not. It's just everybody can do this. It's just a matter of how badly do you want to connect. That's all it is. Okay, so your grandparents, they come in very loving and they're giving you these messages just so you know how much you're loved, how much you're protected, right? And you're going to be okay. You're so young. They keep telling me, I mean, your grandmother's like, tell her to live a little. It's time. Okay, they're wanting you to get out there and just explore. It's like, I feel you so shelled and sheltered, but it's a protective mechanism, right? Mm-hmm. But again, they come in with lots of love and they're sending you a lot of good luck, especially with money. You'll be good. I know right now it might feel a little bumpy here and there and it's just normal. You're starting out, but you're going to be really good. Do you know if you're going to get a promotion or if something's in the works? Do you know, like, if you can get a promotion, I guess I should say?
I know I'm advancing, but it's not necessarily work related right this second.
Okay. Well, they're telling me a promotion's coming, so advancement. Regardless if it's work or personal or, you know, side hustle, whatever it is.
I mean, I can give you more if you want.
You can give me what you got, girl. I'm a gossiper. Spill the tea.
I'm going back to school.
Thank you. You're going up. This is your validation. You are going up. They just keep showing me like you're on a ladder and you're going and you're going. And you might get a little tired, but you're like, nope, not today. I'm going to keep going. this is your personality, and they're acknowledging this. They're proud of you. Just take it for what it's worth. They're proud of you and they're acknowledging it. Yeah, because they showed me like a, you know, like back in kindergarten when you would get like a little badge or a little gold star for doing good. That's what they gave you. And they're like so cute putting it on you. And they're like, she's going on up. So I just assumed it was work. So you have this. I'm going to let somebody else talk because I feel like I've just talked your ear off. I'm always here if you have questions. And if we go back a second time, I have way more for you, okay? Nice meeting you. You're welcome.
You too.
Thank you, Colleen. That was awesome. Always love hearing you read. All right, let's see here. Cassandra, where are you at? Oh, I think you're on mute.
How about now?
Now we can hear you
me
loud
now?
and clear.
You can hear me. Good. Well, hello, Ryan. How do you pronounce your name?
Ryan. Just like a boy.
Ryan.
Yes.
All right. I have 4-second delay on hearing your words. So I'm going to talk slow. And I'm going to read from these notes. I've been jotting down these notes for the last, well, since I found out we were reading you. I love that everybody, basically everyone has said everything I've written down, but I'm going to tell you the way I wrote it down. But I love that this group is like my spirit group. They're like my fellow brothers and sisters. And I love it when they are saying what I'm saying. I'm like, yes, they're validating what I have too. And it's a gift that we can share, all of us, with you, even if it is this about the same thing. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. But I loved everybody's reading you. Here we go. Very first time I focused on you, I saw, I wrote down, she's questioning her job future again. She's questioning everything. And she's questioning her job future because she wants to go to school. She wants to attend college. And I had a male figure. He said he is your uncle. He was from the 1920s. Well, his parents from the 20s, from the recession. And so he learned and was programmed to be, you know, a real, not a miser or a penny pincher, but a man who knew how to use a dime. And he said he's standing next to an old car. He's got his belt cinched up tight, so he was a thin man when he showed me himself. He had on a brimmed hat. The sun was in his eyes. He had a white long sleeve shirt on with buttons. So there's an old photo that he showed me that is in your family history. And his parents were the ones that lived through that, and they taught him, you know, these values. And he shared with me that he is, that he was what he believed was successful in his life. And I don't know if you have an uncle that, you know, did some good things. I mean, I've heard some people mention it. I think Colleen was mentioning it, but he said he said to tell you, he always knows how to get you to listen to him. He goes, I always know how to click my fingers, like snap my fingers, and I get her attention. And he said the reason why is because he believes that you need to go further with your education. It is the right choice. He is standing by you. He said that this, for you to be comfortable with this choice, because he said his happiness comes from watching you succeed. and he looks back at his history and his family, and he looks at you, and he sees how you have taken the baton, so to speak, for your family. And no matter what anybody says, you're not going to stop. You're not going to quit. He said, even though you sit around asking yourself the same question over and over and over and over and over again, he says, you're very analytical. He said that you can have 1,000 thoughts going through your mind at one time. He says, you're a very analytical person, and he thinks you got that from him. There was also 3 other men walking with him. So you basically have 4 male figures that have come through, and all 4 of them were together. And he seemed to be the leader of the bunch because the other 4 were laughing. One had a cigar. They were dressed in the 1940s, maybe late 30s, or maybe even early 50s, 1940s and 50s. And they were all around. And every time he would give me this message to tell you, like, tell her, go back to school. He would say that. And then the other guys would be like, yeah, that's the way to go. Education, you got to get it. And they would all chime in and talk with him. It was really beautiful to see this. But he says he's helping you with business ventures. A business venture. Or he said a job, and they see it as a business venture. He said, you like the job you're in. He said, but there is more coming for you. He sees you going up the ladder, the rung, so to speak, the little ladders, because it was just very clear. It's just so much. The uncles, I mean, I was just like writing all this stuff down. I don't even know if he's your uncle, but I'm saying these male figures are coming forward. I don't know. Maybe they're your grandfather. They say we're never really supposed to limit ourselves, but I know one of them's an uncle because he said he was an uncle. But the other 3, I don't know what other 3 male spirits that are loving you. I don't know what they are or who they are. I think one of them said he likes lacrosse. Sports. Lacrosse. Right. Just strange. I just looked at him like, okay, thanks. So it really didn't mean much to me, but he said, those things about school, that about your work. And then I got other messages just from the angels, and they like to just tell me stuff. I think I've been doing this ever since it started. I always go to, this is how I get things. A lot of people were telling you how they get things. Every time I go to sleep, I always receive all my messages in a subconscious state of mind, and lots of angels, guides, guardians, passed on loved ones, and my ancestors speak to me. And I write everything down in the middle of the night, and that's how come it doesn't look so neat. It's because I'm scribbling these messages. And sometimes I'm even doing automatic writing. So for you, this is what I got from this really nice, this nice dream of you. And when I woke up, it said in really big letters, I wrote this down really fast. Love is the word. See, I want you to see, this is my nighttime writing from my dream state. And it says, love is the word of the day for you. So you have a relationship, of course, other people have talked to you about it, but they told me it's just so intense right now. I can feel my body, my vibration, my energy is going up because I can feel the energy of you two. It's like psychokinesis or something. It's like I can feel the earth's energy around you too. And it says love is the word of the day. That's what I was hearing from all these angels. Love is the word of the day for her. They said they see a fairy tale type love where it's all clouds and everything you've dreamed of, even the pink cloud dreams, everything you have dreamed of or could dream of as a love relationship is yours. It's here. It's for you. It's yours. You got it. Accept it. It's beautiful. It's I don't know how long you've been together, but they say it's going to be like a new beginning is what it is.
Okay.
So am I only coming through halfway and talking too fast?
No.
Okay. So the last thing I wrote is the light is shining on you in 2021. Happiness is your goal. It says your destiny is set. Okay. It's so much set. And they were telling me that Archangel Metatron, and it's beautiful that Heidi mentioned that to you, because they said, you know, look up this, and that's what they were saying, Archangel Metatron. I looked up the word Metatron, and I'm like, wow, okay, cool. I don't know too much about Archangel Metatron, but if you look it up on YouTube and you find what they said is there is a prayer. There's a couple of prayers, okay, to Archangel Metatron. And they said that if you would like to, you could do these prayers when you're feeling all those thoughts going in your head, you know, like I was telling you, the analytical mind that you have. So,
yeah.
Of course, nature is absolutely the word of the day here in the group. Everybody's mentioning to you about it. So I don't, especially as a shaman, which is like the mother of nature here, is I'm not going to repeat that again, because they really, all the group, my brothers and sisters here have shared with you in an excellent way about nature. And I don't need to cap it off. I just need you to know that Archangel Metatron is literally like, there's a couple of prayers. That's the word. I was getting the message to use prayers from Archangel Metatron when you're laying there at night in your analytical state of mind and you're over questioning and thinking about it, because this is the message. The end of that message is you always come up with the answer. You do, but they want to stop you from going from the analytical state where thousands of thoughts are going through your head to where you know to go from point A, pray, and then point B will just unfold for you. They said it's immediately coming to you. Oh, and I got the message you were doing humanitarian. I got this from the middle of the night, humanitarian work. And they said you're sincere, upfront, modest, you're honest in this work, this job that you have. And I believe it is what you're doing. I believe that is a form of humanitarian work, working with the mentally disabled. So I believe that message really works for you, because they're saying that they're validating these good things that they see, that it's like a light you have. It's a beautiful light you have. And that is the light that you have around you. It's like different colors. So it's a rainbow light. Oh, Colleen just said that. She got rainbows. She said,
I think your grandfather
rainbows
is.
and what I see around you and what
Sorry, Cassandra. I thought you were calling me in. I'll keep going. Keep going.
No, that's okay. Remember that 4-second delay? So it might have looked like I was just sitting here staring at you, but I was just waiting for the delay. Sorry. I liked it. I would love for you to jump in. Not a problem.
I was just going to say, I think the rainbow means
but
much more to Ryan than we think. Does that make sense, Ryan, or am I overshooting it?
I don't know.
Oh, no, it could mean, it means what Colleen is saying also. And, but what I was seeing was her aura is a rainbow. And to me, that's the picture I got. And I think that's the, oh wait, last thing about under humanitarian work. Oh, it just said you're the best employee. So I'm glad I got to share with you. And thank you very much for listening. And thank you for being our very first live winner.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cassandra. So we're coming closer to the end here. I'm going to give everybody a chance for any things that we didn't get out in our the beginning here. So I think Heidi messaged me. She has something, and then we'll go down the line, and then we'll get into the validation stage.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to the going back to school that just please remember that, what's that? Oh, I thought I heard something, sorry. Yeah, it's okay, Ryan. I just want to make sure, I want to kind of like set you up for this.
No, it's
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
It's okay.
That you're instinctively going to be very critical of yourself, especially with the writing, but with your chart, please understand you had several indicators of you being a good writer. And I want to give you something that I think that you'll enjoy. I'm going to give you something regarding a fixed star with some astronomy. Okay. So the planet Uranus is at a very powerful degree in your second house. It's very likely that at some point you could even come into a lot of money, to be quite honest. But I just want you to be aware that the fixed star that it's on is called Altair. It's called the Eagle. And it does have to do with sudden fortune and writing. So, yeah, and even for your career. And so just please be aware that when you go back to school for writing, if that voice starts, that internal voice begins, you need to shut that down, because the path that you're on is the path of helping people. You're going to do a lot with technology that really is going to help others who need the assistance. You're going to be a voice for them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when part of your path in this lifetime is shutting that inner voice down that is kind of getting in the way of where you are going, because when you can shut that down, then you have full reign of moving forward and helping those less fortunate, doing the humanitarian work. And I do think that's part of why you have the 0 water in your chart. You're so analytical and so practical, and that's a very good thing. So think practically about, is this serving me to be thinking this? And if it's not, you don't have to believe everything you think, right? That's a saying in some wheelhouses. So just be careful of your inner, and really try to work on getting a more positive dialogue going, because you do have ambitious goals and you have a lot of people you can help through the schooling you're going to do. And the writing, you're going to find that you're a very good writer. I do believe that. And speaking up for others who can't speak for themselves. Okay. All right. So that's all I wanted to chime in about.
I'll say something quick. Hey, Ryan. So, I pulled another card for past life, and it came up that you were actually a slave or in prison. Are you claustrophobic?
No.
Okay, just small spaces. Well, they're saying that small spaces could bother you, and like you're always like you devote yourself to like underdogs or helping people in general. So like acts of kindness are your thing. So I just want to put that out there. I'm also hearing that you have a lot of struggles going on in general, and it's like if you don't deal with them in this life, they're going to come back to you, and they're going to keep coming back to you in the next lives to come. So try to just learn from whatever it is that you're going through right now. Whether that be love or family, just take it into consideration and just ask yourself, what is that lesson that I'm learning? Okay. And just, try to understand that, because you don't want it to keep biting you in the butt, so to speak. I also pulled a card for you, and there's a big tiger there, as you can see, a lion, but I kept seeing tigers as well. I don't know who brought that up, but I kept seeing that as a spirit animal for you. And when I see that, it's strength and courage. Maybe that was Mark, I don't even know. But I just, they want you to have a lot of that in your life. I don't know, I keep hearing that you have some struggles that are happening for you. So they're saying that, just keep asking your angels to do the worrying for you, so that you're not so overwhelmed with everything going on for you, and just find a little bit more balance in your life. You're doing a lot of giving, and you're not getting it back. Okay, so it's okay to take a little bit. All right. So with that, I'll let someone else go. But thank you for letting me read your energy. I appreciate
Thank you.
it. Sure.
All right. So Ryan, I had one more piece that I forgot to go over in my reading,
Okay.
and I wanted to talk about your relationship. And I gotta go back here to the Six of Cups. And this is a pretty good card to have, especially when it talks about a relationship. And this is saying that you and your partner, you guys give and receive love to one another seamlessly. Like, you guys really are a good pair. You guys really, really do have a strong connection. And I definitely see a good future for the both of you guys. I think the stars are in alignment for you, and you guys are going to have a lot of success together. And there's definitely kids too. And I wouldn't be surprised if you had twins, because that's another meaning. Another meaning of this card is there's potentially twins or multiples, babies of multiples. So, if it happens, just name one of them after me.
Okay.
And the other Colleen.
Yeah, one of them Colleen and one of them the Mystic Mark. So also, though, I think I got to share something with everybody. I don't know if everybody knows this about you, but would you mind showing us who is your partner there with you?
Yes.
Does he want to say hi?
He'll say hi because I'll make him.
Oh, who's that?
Hi.
You guys
Hey,
remember
we know
Eddie?
you. We read you before.
Yes.
Oh, this makes sense. Hey, wait. Can I speak freely? Are we on like a? Hey, didn't I read him his mom? I read his mom, and what did I say? Did he propose to you yet?
No.
So okay,
No,
look it.
She read his sister and his mom. You read his sister and his mom. You weren't there for their reading. With
No,
him.
yeah, but I read his mom, and I said your son's got a good girl, and it's love. And I kept, and you guys were all. So you have more than one people there, or are they watching too?
No.
Well,
Okay.
now his sister's here.
Hi.
You guys remember Gabriella?
There you go.
Oh,
There's
hello.
a bunch of energy. That's what that is.
I thought that would be a
you,
nice
okay.
surprise.
Yes, you guys did so good. I'm so impressed by you all.
Oh,
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Our job is easier when we get people like Ryan here who, who's open and wants to come on and have fun. So we're always excited to connect with like-minded individuals.
Yes, you guys did so good.
And if she's a friend of yours, then she's a friend of ours for sure.
Sister-in-law soon.
Yeah.
Love you
Future
all.
sister.
Yes, exactly.
So Ryan, is there any moments, any kind of validations that kind of blew you away that you want to share, or any feedback you want to give us?
Yes, a couple actually. So a lot of you touched on the financials and education and being creative. I'm going back to school. I'm going to grad school for a doctorate.
Nice.
So, yes, thank you. Financials is a big concern right now.
Yeah.
So you guys all kind of touched on that. One big thing, the color purple.
Yeah.
I don't remember who mentioned it. I think a couple of you did. The color purple,
Yep.
my favorite color. It's also symbolic for us in terms of pancreatic cancer awareness. My grandfather passed away from pancreatic.
That's why I kept seeing it. Yeah.
So we did purple ribbons. It's always been my favorite color. Just kind of came right in.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, colors are important. I mean, a lot of the times they can be signs from like angels or spirit guides, but since you have a significant meaning with that color, just know every time you see that color, your grandfather's saying
That's
hello to you.
why I
Right?
didn't wear the shirt that I wanted to wear. I ended up putting on a purple shirt.
Ah,
Cool.
wow.
So that was fantastic, Ryan. I'm really
That
happy
is
that
cool.
you're the person to win the first contest. For all the people who are watching at home, just know there's going to be many more. We want to start doing more of these, and we want to get on a schedule. So we'll probably be having another contest again in the near future. So please, like and subscribe. Oh, my dog's over here freaking out. Please like and subscribe our channel. Share with your friends and family. We want this to grow, and we want to be able to reach as many people as possible. And you know what? If you're not into the live streaming stuff and you don't want to have your business put out there on the internet, you can also go visit right now it's themysticmark.com, and you can actually book a private reading with us too. So we have a couple different options, but this right here, I think this is a lot of fun, and it gives us a chance to really, you know, hang out with someone online and you know, share this experience with the rest of the world. So thank you very much to everybody who decided to join us tonight, and we'll be seeing you all again very soon. And I also want to thank all the readers and Ryan and Gabriella, of course. Without all of us working together, none of this would be possible. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
You guys did
Thank
very
you.
well.
Thanks, Ryan.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.